Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll toward the sideline, intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it, and the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Flush to his right. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he will find his man Chase complete. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. In the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios. 33 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. And Boyd in motion right. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Higgins goes in motion right. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Waddle, the motion man right. After the turnover, it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. 3rd and 9 here. Play action. Now it's Tua. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
Touchdown! Raheem Mostert. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll run right side with Mostert. Dancing away at the 35. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidence right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal, a loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Waddle, the motion man, right. Tua now, 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. In motion right here, Boyd. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys are going to take over.